Hello everybody, welcome back to more Snatcher on the Sega CD. So in the last video, we've finally determined that Olene is actually Queens. I'm going to try to just put in Queen and see if that's enough. Queen, right? Okay, now searching. No. Very close, but something is missing. Hang in there. Yeah, so you gotta figure out Queens, because they mentioned about a letter going off the end, past the N. So let's do that. Queens, right, okay. Alright, now searching. Ba 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 ba. It's here, Queens Hospital. Great, you found it, Gillian. So the neon tube was burned out, eh? And there were more letters to the word than shown in the picture. So Queens looked alike Olene. That's what the chess piece was trying to tell us. Hospital's address.
What's the address of that hospital?
CX District, PHC 77. The director is Chinese. Name, Chin Shu Oh.
Chin Shu Oh. He's probably a snatcher too. So we finally found their nest.
Please be careful.
Don't worry, Katrina. You're safe now. They won't be coming after you.
Just to be on the safe side, we will have Kobe police take you into protective custody.
Gillian, I'm sorry about the way I reacted in the shower. Maybe if your timing had been a little better, we might have...
Don't worry about it, Katrina. I think I needed a cold shower anyway.
I'm just so confused. I don't want to lose anybody else.
All right, let's go, Metal. We have to pay a visit to Queens Hospital.
Okay, back to the turbo cycle. And let's go to the Queens Hospital. The real Queens Hospital. Heading for Queens. At least Katrina's okay. This is Queens Hospital. That sign, that's the one that was in Little John's memory. No mistake. Okay, look at the building. Oh, you can see a excuse me, you can see a Sega sign in the background. It's cool. The building dates from the 20th century. There is no sign that they are in business. The sign looks like it says Olene even from quite close. There is a rather wide road passing by the hospital. A number of cars are parked illegally on it. Okay. Investigate building. It's a round pillar-shaped building of the kind that were popular at the end of the last century. The only entrance appears to be at the front of the building. Not surprisingly, part of the neon sign is in fact burned out. It's facing a street, but things do not seem to be particularly well developed. The door is locked, but even I can open a mechanism this simple. That's good. Don't set off any burglar alarms or anything. Right, let's make a save. We could try to call Jamie again, just because. See if we can. Before we go into the hospital. Check up on her. 393444. This is her home phone.
Bet I surprised you, huh? Don't worry, this is just a tape. I'm at work right now. If you need to reach me, please call Neo Kobe Pharmaceutical Labs at 391009. Sorry to scare you. Bye!
Same one we've seen before. At the lab again, huh? She is quite busy. Let's call that number, because we haven't talked to her in a while. 391009. It's her work number. Pick up.
Good afternoon. Neo Kobe Pharmaceutical Labs. May I help you? Oh, Gillian, what's up?
Sorry about that. I mean, being on duty and all. Jamie. What's the problem, Gillian? Come on, cheer up. Don't worry. Be happy. Jamie, we may not have any memories of our own life together, but we can make them from here on out. Yes, but Gillian. I was really worried at first about becoming a junker. Of course, Gillian, people like us who have lost their memories never know at first what they are cut out for. What am I cut out for, you know? I don't think I made a mistake becoming a junker. I feel like I can really find myself through this job. I know what you mean. You get surprised by your own actions. You feel like you can see your inner self, right? Something like that. Sometimes when I'm not even trying, I get these really vague images, but when I try to recall anything more, they vanish. Queen's Hospital. Wait a minute. Let me check our records. Here it is. They placed a large order for anti-cancer drugs from between October and December. Anti-cancer drugs, huh? I knew it. Well, that settles that. The director is Chinese, named Chen Suo. Chen Suo. Anything more about the hospital? Wow, looks like they were ordering truckloads of the stuff too. I'd be careful, Gillian. Ask about the doctor. I wonder who this Chen Suo is. I've never heard of the name before. We have nothing on him in here either. He might be one of those unlicensed underground doctors. Okay. Alright, talk to you later. It was nice talking to you, Jamie. Bye for now. Talk to you later, Gillian. Bye. Okay. Adjusting my headphones. Okay. Let's head on in. Go inside. I'll enter Queen's Hospital security program and disable the lock. Lock disabled. Alright, I'll open the door. We're inside the hospital. Awfully dark. Right. The only move option is exit. Got 3 doors over here. There's a reception booth in the center of the lobby and 3 doors along the wall behind it. There are no tracks in the dust that would indicate recent passage. There's nobody in the booth. The monitors are switched off. door 1, door 2, and door 3. That door is closed. That door is closed. That door is closed. Alright. Investigate area. I'm not picking up any movement. There is nobody else in the area. Well, if they're not in business at the moment, what's the neon sign for? If it appears abandoned, homeless and other people may move into the building. I was just thinking it'd be cool through editing to modify my voice when I'm speaking as Metal Gear. It'd be kind of cool. I'm not going to do it, but could do that. What filth. There's no operational hospital in the world with floors this dirty. Metal Gear is all about cleanliness. A solid layer of dust has collected. It hasn't been operated for several months. What's this? There's some kind of switches here. Look at... Once something is discovered by investigating it, I like to go back to look and then read what's there. Look at switches. There are 3 switches. Okay. Now we can investigate the switches. Good, Lillian, look at this. It says door control 1, 2, 3. These switches must be for those doors over there. Apparently they are operated from here. Well, imagine that. Investigate door 1. That door is closed. Okay. We also could tell that the doors were closed just by looking at them, but you would think investigating them would tell you it's either open or locked. Closed doesn't necessarily mean locked. Alright. So we'll use the switches, and we'll use switch 1. I'll push switch 1. Door 1 opened. Okay, let's move to door 1. We're in room number 1. Looks like a medical room here. We are in a medical hospital. There's an operating table. It would appear that this room was used for surgery or treatment of some kind. Exactly. Camera and lighting equipment for surgery are everywhere. There is a virtual reality monitor to support the surgeon as he conducts the operation. That's cool. There's a layer of dust on the sheet that's on the operating table. Okay, investigate around the room. Not reading any motion. There is no one in the area besides us. The lens is clouded over on the ceiling. The monitors are covered with dust. There is no sign that they have been used recently. Judging from the distribution and thickness of the dust, there is no sign that the operating table has been moved recently. Okay. So now we can look around. We have an option to do that. Can we turn any lights on here? Metal's supposed to have a flashlight. Now looking around the room. I don't believe anything is hiding in the room. He won't turn the lights on. He's got a flashlight though. I think we are done. There's nothing in this particular room. Let's go out to the hallway. We're in the hospital's hallway. Alright, use switch number 1 to close it. And then use switch number 2. Nice. We're in room number 2. It appears to be some kind of research facility for biological experiments. Okay. Genital. Okay. Genital manipulators, various lasers, microsurgery implements. The place seems well equipped. There are jars for preserving items and formaldehyde, and a number of other containers and chemicals. I think that's the first time I've seen genitals in a game written out. It's just weird. There are jars. Yeah, we already did that. Desktop. There are various types of biotech equipment. They were apparently carrying out some rather involved project. It's a very expensive monitor with super high resolution for medical applications. Some contain specimens. I'd rather not look too closely at them. Okay. Investigate. There's nothing alive here. This place really gives me the creeps. I would suspect that it would be difficult to artificially create the run-down condition of this equipment. No, not necessarily. There's no sign that any of the containers or chemicals have been touched. They're all covered with an even layer of dust. The amount of dust is the same as in other areas. The equipment would need extensive maintenance before it could be used. For some reason, a large number of the containers are empty, because they're not doing anything here. Okay, nothing else that we can really accomplish in this spot either. Okay, let's exit. Close 2. And use number 3. I'll push switch 3. Okay, the door 3 opens. Let's move on into door 3. It's totally dark in here. Can't see a thing. I have a light installed just for situations like this. Please use it if necessary. Okay, has to be completely black. Completely dark. Turn on light. Alright, turn your light on. Yes, sir, coming on. The light is now on. I turn control of it over to you, Gillian. You operate the light with the direction key. Press B button together with direction key to move the light. Otherwise, the direction key navigates through commands as usual. Press B button together with direction. Make sure that objects you wish to examine are centered in the light's beam. Let's see here. Okay. So your back key, or cancel key, you hold that down and then you can move the light beam. When you just do it normally, you cycle through. Okay, so we need to get things, particular things of importance centered, and then look at them. It's a whiteboard of the type used for messages, lectures, or other functions. Might as well investigate it. Whiteboard with a copy prevention device installed. So we'll look and investigate each item as we get on it. It's a vase. I never know how to say that, vase or vase. There are no flowers in it. Some people call it a vase or a vase. It's a completely ordinary vase. Let's investigate this drawer. I thought I was looking at a fireplace or something. Okay, it's a drawer.
There seems to be a scrap of paper caught between these two drawers. The others are empty. It appears that someone tried to straighten up in a hurry.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Let me see that paper.
Here it is.
What? What is this? It looks like Chinese or something. Metal translated.
Okay, let's see. Patient record, first examination. I'm not familiar with the next 5 characters. It's the first time I've ever seen any of them.
I thought you were supposed to be really good at Chinese.
My strongest areas are in chop suey, egg foo young, and wontons.
Rare Chinese characters. Or maybe some kind of code? At any rate, this is definitely part of someone's chart. If we can figure out these characters, we may be able to uncover another Snatcher.
What do you suppose happened to the other records?
Looks like someone cleaned them out of here. Maybe they knew we were coming.
Somehow I get the feeling that the Snatchers know what we're up to. I'll store the fragment of the file.
Okay. It's a drawer, yes. We've already checked out that drawer. What about the other ones beside it? Or cabinets? Maybe I gotta get right over the center? No, this whole little section here counts as one place. This looks like the box cover for Tetris. It's a picture of some kind of temple. It looks somewhat Islamic. I think I've seen that thing somewhere before. Damn, I just can't remember. It's a very old photograph. Judging from the condition of the inks and paper, I would suspect that it is at least 50 years old. What's a picture like this doing on the wall here? Metal. What is this a photo of? One moment, please. I'll scan my data files. I have a positive ID. It's the Cathedral of St. Basil. It's a famous cathedral that was a Moscow landmark before the catastrophe. There you go. Tetris was, a Russian-made game. St. Basil's Cathedral. Have I heard of that? I can't seem to remember. Come to think of it, there was a map of Moscow on the wall in Freddie Neeson's apartment, wasn't there? Moscow, yeah? What connection do the Snatchers have with Moscow? I've stored this photo in my memory. Okay. Apparently that was important. It's a very old photograph. Okay. Anything else we can look at? There's a computer. It's a monitor. Well, it's actually a computer. Looks like one for a personal computer. Exactly. It's a monitor designed for use with a computer. That's all you're going to say. Get something here. There's something on the desk. There's a box of matches on the desk. Oh my, these matches are from Outer Heaven. Outer Heaven seems to be quite a popular spot with our Snatcher friends. I would suspect that they go there to select their victims. Yeah, it's true. Because only VIPs go to Outer Heaven to hang out. And Snatchers want to get them. It's like what's happening is the Snatchers are taking these real people, their body, killing them and putting them somewhere, and then they're using some kind of synthetic skin to put over a robot exoskeleton like the Terminator, and they're taking place of those people back into society as that person, while the real person's they're not alive anymore. They're taking over their identity. I will store these matches as evidence. You do that. Okay, what's this thing? Anything special? Wait a minute, I think I saw something move. Did you? Where? I don't see anything. That's odd. Maybe I just imagined it. I got that special music sound. I think it was a hint because we rolled over this. If you look at this, there are rails on the floor. They run under this desk. Perhaps this desk is designed to slide. Pushing it doesn't do any good. It won't budge. Huh. It's a vase. Oh yeah, it's a vase. It's a completely ordinary vase. So this desk definitely does move. Don't think there's anything else we can do here. There's nobody anywhere. Is this really one of those Snatcher's hideouts? Just relax, Gillian. It may not be much, but we have uncovered some clues. Turn on light. It's already on. Is your light on? The light is already on. Okay, I thought we were supposed to do something here. Maybe we have to come back here. Just trying to remember. We may have to come back here. I think we'll have to come back to this spot. So what we could do... I think we've uncovered everything that we can. Let's take a look out in the hallway. I'm shutting my lights off, Gillian. Okay. We're in the hospital's hallway. Let's look at possessions here. Look. Evidence. Patient record. That's the object we found in the desk at Queen's Hospital. Matches. Those are the matches that we found at Queen's Hospital. Appears to be part of a patient's record. I wonder what this writing means. So matches from Outer Heaven. This is probably something they give away to their regular customers. Alright. Let's close the door. So all we can do is go in those 3 doors or exit. We're now at Queen's Hospital. So let's go back to... We got a clue there to go back to Outer Heaven because of the matches. Let's go to Junker headquarters. See if we can get any more information. May have to call up Napoleon again to get that message translated. Welcome back, Gillian. How's the investigation coming? Jean was always a very precise and careful person. If you found it, there must be something going on there. Okay, let's go to the chief. Investigative procedure. Seed, you're a first-rate junker now. There's nothing more I can teach you. Okay. He's definitely not an Neo Kobe citizen. He's probably some kind of drifter. about random hygill. I'd say something is up there. You should check it out some more. Reason for assignment for Gillian. Chief, do you know why I was assigned to the Junker Agency? I knew you'd ask that sooner or later, but I'm afraid it's top secret information. I can't tell you. About past. Do you know anything about my past? The boys upstairs are really good about keeping things secret, you know, but what? Even they don't seem to fully know what the story about you and your wife is, but they do have a theory. What's the theory? That the two of you were found in the Siberian neutral zone. The Siberian neutral zone. They have linked you with the Snatchers through that fact. The two of you are living evidence. Interesting. Gave us a little clue there. Have you heard anything about why I was assigned here? They didn't tell me anything about that, sorry. Still, the top boys were really hush-hush about you. It seemed a little odd to me. Why isn't there any data on me or Jamie and Jordan? It seems that your existence is a big military secret. They haven't told me anything about it. In other words, you and Jamie don't exist. Can't be allowed to exist. Alright. Let's go talk to Harry in engineering. How you doing, Gillian? Harry, do you think I can really make it as a junker? The Chief and I know a good kid. When we see one, you'll do just fine. Was there something in my past? I think there was, and I don't think it was good. I'd worry more about being as good as you can right now than about your past self, if I were you. I've heard he's really good. Already put down at least 3 of them, but I still don't get along with those types. There must be some secret hidden there. Harry, you really don't know what your own parents look like? That's right, my folks died in the catastrophe. Some scientist named Petrovich picked me up and took me to the army, and they took care of me. And that's where I grew up, learning nothing but how important it is to beat other countries in the race to new technologies. The catastrophe, so Harry also came out of Siberia, huh? Okay. Well, let's go back to the front. Alright guys, we will stop this video right here, and we will figure out what we need to do in the next part. So thank you for watching, and I will see you there. Bye.